If you've ever told yourself you should be doing more, this video is for you. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome back. If you've been here before, please remember to give me a like or subscribe if you hear something that resonates with you and who you are. Now that we got that out the way, I am a mom of 2 boys and I'm an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur. I've been a full-time entrepreneur for the last 6 years. And this year I pivoted from being a hairstylist full-time to crafting. I'm laughing because it's so it's the most random thing. Like I bought a heat press and a silhouette cameo to make t-shirts, and then I feel like I wasn't tapping into the full potential of what I could do with the cameo because it can do so many things. So as I'm learning about what can be done with it, I stumble upon crafting and I'm like, I like this. So I started trying stuff and making stuff, and child, we've been rocking and rolling since this summer. Okay. So yeah, Couture Celebrations Co on Instagram. Go follow your girl and, book me or something if you see something that you like. Entrepreneurship for the last 6 years full time. Prior to that, my background was in the financial services industry, in consumer lending and real estate. I was a consumer lender for 6.5 years. During that time, I purchased my first real estate property. That experience, it just taught me a lot. That whole era was just a wealth of information. And working in consumer lending, I worked in a credit union, and I just saw that my people, we needed help. That information was stuff that we were not taught growing up. Most of us, we weren't taught financial literacy in our homes. And we don't get taught financial literacy in school. I feel like it should be a part of the curriculum. Unfortunately, it's not. And why is that? But, yeah, so that's where I found my place. I can do this. So in 2016, I started hosting my own financial literacy workshops where I would put together a panel of other lenders that I worked with, and we would just give out personal finance information, credit building, credit management, credit repairing information, mortgage preparation information, whatever financial literacy, personal finance, beginner stages, whatever you can think of, we did it. Those workshops turned into me really getting into real estate, just me having access to people who were already investing in real estate by working at the credit union, opened my mind up to even think I could go purchase a property. At 24 years old, a 2-family property, rented out, renovated, and gain all the knowledge that I did. I've always had, I guess, the entrepreneurial spirit about me. Even since I was 12 years old, braiding hair on the porch. So me going from working in the credit union to real estate investing and managing, that led to me quitting my job, going to cosmetology school, becoming a hairstylist. So I've done hair for the last 6 years full time. In those 6 years, I did get another full-time job. It was a customer service job, still in the financial services industry. I could never get away from it, but it was in retirement services. So I worked for a third-party administrator for 401k plans. So that even opened my eyes and taught me another aspect of financial services when it comes to retirement planning and future planning and estate planning, all those things. I learned a lot from that, even though I hated that job, child. I had to do what I had to do because the economy is economy. But yeah, the real estate, the financial literacy, the banking era, it was banking, but I worked in a credit union. That era really woke up my entrepreneurial spirit. It's just always been in me. I've just always been a big thinker, a big dreamer, an innovator. That's always just been me. And that leads to now, child, I done lost everything. I'm just playing. Y'all, I'm silly. I played too much, okay? I played too much. But I did kind of lose everything. And I was looking at a picture of myself last year, a couple weeks ago. And I was like, wow, I can really see the growth. I can see the difference in the woman that I was a year ago and the woman that I am now. Because I did feel like my world was crumbling a year ago. I lost my job. I had my baby, newborn baby, no job. Then I lost my house. Then I lost my car. It was like boom, boom. Everything just hit me like boom, boom. I was falling down, still just catching blows. Boom, boom, boom. While I'm falling, like I didn't know what is going on. What it did was, see, now we're about to get into the word. What it did was it caused me to sit down and become still. And nobody would have ever even known that all of that happened, like that I went through all of that in the last year. What you have witnessed, okay? And what I'm here to tell you today, you've witnessed God's grace carrying me for the last year. I haven't gone without. He's made a way. He's made ways. He's made rivers in the desert land, okay? He's provided. He's made ways out of no way. God, if I didn't believe before, this last year showed me that he cares about me, not that he provides and that he just God gonna carry you. It's gonna be okay. No, this last year taught me that he cares about me. You understand what I'm saying? Like I've grown and become more confident in my identity in God, in Christ. I'm a daughter of a king. Do you know what that means? Nothing's out of reach. This all belongs to him. Everything here. So there's nothing to worry about. So when I'm saying a year ago, I felt like my world was crumbling, I did, because I had lost everything that I built for myself. He stripped me of all of it to get me to depend on him. That was the point. Like, that's the whole point. That's the message. God will let you build some stuff up and then humble you swiftly to remind you where it came from, who made you capable, who gave you the go get, where your hustle really comes from. It's not really hustle, it's grace. It's really not hustle, it's grace. And for so long, I was trying to make it off my hustle. I wanted people to know me for being a hustler. I do have hustle in me. I have drive, really is what it is. I have drive that is God given, because it's not nothing of my own, like, accord. I'm just not that type. Because I don't be feeling like sometimes I be feeling like I'm running on steam, like I'm running on a poop. Like, it's grace. That's what has carried me. Which brings me to the pivot. This summer, I pivoted to a whole new business, a whole new industry that I never would have even stuck my toe in had I not gone through everything that I went through in the last year. This last season, it has pushed me to take YouTube more seriously, like, which is something that I know I should have done a long time ago. It stretched me. It's made me think bigger. Think deeper. Like, really search myself and get to know myself, to understand and learn what other skills and talents and gifts I have besides what I've been used to using to get by. I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm not just rambling, just talking in circles, y'all. I got notes here. I have a whole notebook, and I'm hoping that I'm staying on. This is the place from where I will be sharing everything on this channel. Like, all of these experiences is what I will be pulling from to share what I've learned along my journey and what I'm still learning on my journey right now, because the journey ain't over, because I'm still here breathing. On my journey of motherhood and entrepreneurship and kind of balancing the two. As a mompreneur, there's tension, baby. There's tension. There's tension to be fully present for your kids, especially if you're like me and you have small children. I get fulfillment out of being there for, like, all the moments for my kids. And I take it seriously, me being their first teacher. I take that very seriously. It's important to me to be present. And when you're an entrepreneur, your business requires so much of you. Like, it requires all of you. It's like a baby too, in a sense. It's like your kid. And so in the midst of trying to keep a grip on those two things, it can feel like you're losing your mind. Like, you're getting a grip on the business and the kids. You're barely gripping. It's like fingertips, like you holding like business and kids. And then, like, where is the mind? Who's keeping a grip on the mind? child. Keeping a grip on the mind is so deep too. Like it's not just like, oh, feeling like you got everything under control every day. It's like showing up not looking like what you're going through. Like making sure that you're keeping up with your outer appearance. You don't have to be dialed up, makeup done, beat to the gods, but actually getting dressed and putting a full outfit on, combing your hair, looking groomed, brushing your teeth, washing your face, cleaning your ears out, putting on deodorant. There are some people who are so boggled down that they skip those things. That's what we're going to talk about here. I realized that I've been trying to balance 3 roles in one, 3 roles that require a majority of life and time and energy and focus as one person. And we all are managing multiple roles. Like that's what life is all about. We're not one dimensional. We're multifaceted, but it can be a lot when you're trying to do 100% in each role. It's almost impossible. And it led to burnout for me. It led to burnout. It led to me beating myself up, being overly critical and telling myself that I just wasn't doing enough, when in reality, like I was really just trying to do too much. And I wasn't being as productive as I thought I was. Because being busy doesn't always mean productivity. What I really needed was a pause. I needed a moment to gain clarity. And that's exactly what God just gave me. That's exactly what he just gave me. Like, I can't even hold you. I am just so right now in this season because your girl was down bad. And I know that I'm not the only one that was going through what I just went through, or I'm not the only one that's going to go through it, or I'm not the only one that just came out of it. Like I just know that I'm not alone. That's a lie of the enemy. So something that I have just learned recently too. Well, I don't think I have learned it recently, but I think it's starting to like make sense, is that balance is a myth, or like the idea of balance that we have is a myth. Like the idea that we're going to do everything equally perfect every single day is not realistic, and it's just not possible. But balance is really about seasons. Wisdom. It's about prioritizing what needs to be prioritized in the appropriate season. So some seasons require you to be heavy in motherhood. Some seasons require you to be heavy on your money. Some seasons require you to be heavy on soul care and self-care and pouring into yourself. It's all about seasons. And the sooner we learn that, it stops feeling like a race. It stops feeling like we're running out of time. It's like when you slow down, like everything just slows down and you start to see a little clearer and breathe a little easier. That brings me to the 3 pillars of my channel. I want it to be clear. The 3 pillars of my channel are motherhood, money, and mini makeovers. Primarily through DIY beauty because I'm a DIY girl. I love some DIY. That is my creative outlet, and which is what led me to start Couture Celebrations, which is my custom party favor business. If you haven't heard, I did start that this summer. Go ahead and check us out on Instagram. But I'm just a creative girl. I have to get that creativity out some way. And self-care is a major way. So if any self-care brands want to sponsor me and, you want me to make some videos with some personality, share the benefits and highlights of your products, I'm your girl. All right. I can do it. When it comes to motherhood, though, we're going to have honest conversations. No judgment. No comparing. And if you can relate, you can relate. We're going to talk about money. We're going to talk about financial literacy and getting responsible with those funds. Because if it's one thing I know how to do, I know how to save $1 and make it stretch. We're going to talk about budgeting. We're going to talk about money systems that moms in every stage of their life can implement into their lives to bring order, to bring structure, and to bring some relief. And we're going to talk about makeovers, baby. Beauty makeovers, whether it's a makeup tip. I don't wear a lot of makeup, but I do like to dibble and dabble here and there. But makeup, hair is my thing, okay? Hair is my, and fashion. I love to get dressed. That's really what I like to do, is put a look together from hair to makeup to outfit and just bring the whole. I love to do that. But deeper than just how you look on the outside, the self-care, skincare and hair and makeup, whatever. Beyond that, though, this channel is going to serve as a bridge between sustainability and soul care. I'm here to share what I've learned in hopes of helping you do less better. I'm here to help you build systems that support your growth. I'm here to help you stay connected to your true identity while building stability. Comment below right now what comes to mind first with what is the hardest thing to manage right now, whether it's being a mom, so mom life, whether it's your money, or your mind. If it feels like it's just nothing's clicking, it's just confusion, it's chaos and calamity going on up there. Subscribe if you want content that feels grounded, not overwhelming. And I appreciate everybody who is willing to come along for the ride as we grow deeper in understanding that you don't need to be more like anybody else to succeed. You just need to implement systems that support who God already called you to be. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see y'all in the next episode.